All right, guys. Here we are live. So I'm going to bring that down. Fill that out. This. Okay, everybody. It's lordvolkhark here. What am I doing today is actually a video to talk about my future computer build. Might still see me switch between the two different screens because I'm actually doing a visual in between. I have a lot of my Amazon tabs open here because it's going to be easier to go through Amazon because Amazon has the better pictures. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to put the link in the bottom of the video when I upload it to YouTube. I've been talking about my build for a while, and what I do have is my case for the build, which is the lovely Obsidian 900D. Now, what has been an issue is getting the money capital to start the actual build and the internal components. Especially for, Waco local, it's been harder to find some of the good component pieces. But by luck, I have managed to find together, some pieces. I'm actually going to be picking up most of my fans from the All-Tech store, in which I actually already found some really good fans from featuring, I've already messed up this box a little bit, so let me go put this. Antec fans are actually the ones I'm using on my radiator in my current PC for my gaming PC. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is switch those as my main set for my current new radiator for the newer computer. They actually have a higher amount of static, and believe it or not, these guys were in the $10 range. So for 120 millimeters, which of course goes in the actual new computer's case, that'll, more than have to do. Now I have a lot of different hard drives that I'm going to actually be able to fit in this guy. The reason being because, well, I have a lot of hard drive space. I'm actually checking some of my equipment I still have over here, which is a giant mess over there. But hey, in the middle of a build, that's what goes down. I'm actually going to be using some Corsair fans because I also found those cheap. And I'm going to be able to put them into this bad boy case, which is actually right below here on the table, as well as the gaming one is right over here. And this is the other one right over here. I will be actually getting a desk. So you're seeing that white box over in the back corner. That will disappear because that's actually going to switch to over here in the side, which those are my comic book boxes. You won't see that white glare anymore because the light will actually be facing down directly toward me, which might glare off my glasses a little bit. But that means I'm going to even move around my actual studio setup or my filming setup and, enjoy myself. Now, this computer is a build, but I'm not going to guarantee it's a gaming build. It's actually my workhorse build, and that's what I'm going to do with it. It's really a powerful workhorse, and let me give you a walkthrough on what defines as a workhorse. As you can see, this is the actual motherboard, which is the Asus Rampage Extreme Extended ATX Edition X99 motherboard with an LG 211 B3X socket. It's also going to have DDR4 memory, which is going all the way up to 330 megahertz. But I won't be reaching that because I could not find any within my price range. So I actually found some Corsair Vengeance LPXs, and they will be coming to me. As you see this 32 gigs, I will be using multiple, multiple actual good functions at once. So, I've got some 8 gigs, 4 sticks of 8 gigs to equal it out, which is DDR4, which is a requirement. But it's not, as you see, within the actual range of the motherboard's, hertz per second and so on and so forth. But it'll be fine because I work within, good margin. I really do feel that it's going to reach a really good place. The chipset, of course, the actual Intel Core i7 5220K has, 6-core, which I could have gone for the 8-core, but the problem with the 8-core was, as you see, this one is actually $379.99. That's a little bit above the price range I'm more comfortable to spend just for the chipset. But as I go along, I'll probably try to save up and actually go for the 8-core, try it out, and actually see what it does. If I'm, seeing it run through pretty well, I'll be happy with it. Now, as well, oh, sorry, wrong one. I'm actually using this as my actual startup drive. I know it's a Transcend, it's not a Corsair, it's not a Samsung, but I've seen some good reviews. People have been rocking it, and that, I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to put, 512 gigs. Why? Because I found a cheap 512 gigs, and it was actually cheaper than just buying a straight 500, even from Corsair or Samsung. So I'm going to use these Transcend as my actual start drive. As you see, it's a 6 gig processing, which, by reference, which is a 2.5 size of normal. As you can see, it's got an actual DDR3 drum catch, which pretty good referencing I've seen. I mean, the best reference I've seen for a little while that actually kind of, lays out for me that makes sense. So down transfer weight is supposed to be within, the 6, which you can see all these others listed along here all the way across. You're seeing the one that's saying 600. You're seeing the one that all the way 6 gig per second. The problem with that is it is a price range killer. It was a lot more to pay. So I'm going to try this one at the bottom, see if it works out pretty well. But to equal out the price range, I decided to, do a little bit of switch out. My actual storage drive is a hybrid drive from Seagate. Now, 4 gigs in Seagate, or 4 terabytes, sorry about that, seems to do a lot better in their servicing. So, by recommendation, because of a lot of people don't complain about the 4 terabytes dying, I decided to go for it. You can also see in price ranging, which let's see if we get down here at the bottom. And this is, me a Wacoing, with money, just enough to afford, blah, yada, yada. You can see it's actually a little bit above a green drive, and then the rest of these guys that are going across, like the NAS's, which is actually not what I needed. And the 1 terabyte, equals out the price ranges that would have been for a bare bones, but I'm not really feeling it. I might buy an actual 1 terabyte for the gaming one and actually take over, some of the spacing, especially since I'm going to see if a hybrid drive will increase my gaming rate or my, processing rate into my actual gaming computer. Well, this is going to be my work hours with the larger amount of larger amount of hard drives that can actually fit it, the hot swaps, and, I actually intend to see if I can't make some of the other bays that are internally into hot swaps as well. Will be air cooled, of course. Why? Because, well, why not? For me personally, I am a big fan of air cooling. Water cooling, there's a lot more you have to put into, work. There's a lot less here when you're working on it. So what you're looking right here is the whole chipset, which is, of course, the Intel Core 7K, and the 12s kind of got left, 2011s kind of got left behind. Popularity didn't actually pick up for them because they were a higher price range, but now they've dropped just enough that, I'm affording a basic one, but as you look a little bit closer, it's not, if you look under the reviews listing, this one happens to be in an unlocked or, not overtopped position or locked in position by programming. So the 3 of 3, yes, is a actual scale that it's listing for to start out, but it could possibly go above that, which is pretty great. So we're even looking at these other models right over here. The only one that actually matches it for the same chipset for my other motherboard are these two guys right here. Yeah, and this is the one that I was telling you. Wow, they actually upped the price. Lowered the price on that. Oh, I actually might be getting that sooner than I thought. Oh, that's not the one. Wow, that's not the chipset. That's nice for them to do. So these are the only ones right now with the chipset setups. There's the one with the 8 cores. This is the one, of course, I've got right now. It's going to be coming to me as the 6 core, but with a higher frequency rate. So, it gave me a little bit of benefit. Now, the builds are going to the build's going to be pretty fun for me, mostly because I want to do it. I really want to build my own, set. I've always wanted to build in and, try. I even tried to go for a little bit more, as you see, awesome freaking RAM. But the problem was, here's your price ranges. This one right here, that's actually 4 gig sets, all the way up to 16 gig. Yeah. I decided I've already got about a 21 in my gaming one. Yes, I do. I have a 21. I don't know how they did that other than they put in a different, setting there. Not considering change it because it works pretty damn well. The socket in there is actually at max is a 2.9 gigahertz processing chip. It is an i7, but I don't remember the model right now. You have my other video if you want to look at that, or I will do an actual video whenever I do really good ads in. I've got 2 extra memories in the actual gaming one to do video recording, but because I've been able to do through Twitch, it's been a lot easier. So my live run through on Twitch has made it easier for access. Now, if there's anything else I can really tell you about what I'm going to be doing is the actual graphics card, which it looks like I'm actually going for what is the AMD 290 or all the way down to the 240s, because I'm looking at some of them that are actually in the 2 to 4 gig price range, 4 gigs and within the price range that I feel comfortable buying. I do have an extra good AMD used. So I can't get it out without touching the wrong sides of this, so no one screams at me. No, it's upside down. Wow, I just set this video up so wonderful. A used radon that is actually, wow, I'm doing this horrible. An HD 5750, which is in my current computer. What I originally intended for this one was to use in my current computer as a crossfire configuration. The problem is I'm not sure about the power source, so I might actually have to be upping the power source on this one before I could even do that because, well, I got a little bit ahead of myself. The actual other thing I'm doing as well is thinking about power source for the power computer, or otherwise my power horse computer that will be doing a lot more work. We'll be doing, possibly some gaming. I'm really not thinking about, making this bad boy a major gaming machine over here. Which that was the metal of the case. Everyone who goes on this thing, you can definitely tell that's some metal on that case. Now, I will be thinking about actually taking off this really soft plastic side or plastic window and putting monitor's mesh for there. Why? Because I really feel that I could get better airflow if I just took the damn plastic off. I'm gonna have to see if I can't find some or another way to rig it up the ventilation system on the side. So far, I'm looking at I'm gonna probably take off the 2 metal pins on the metal bottom pieces that actually block the removable filters, which is gonna be a loss because they do kind of look good with the overall appearance. And I'm not an overall appearance person in heaviness. I'm actually a person of use over overall appearance. Otherwise, this keyboard would not be as dusty as hell as it is right now. My God, I really need some cleaning. We'll have a new repositioning for filming, which means I'm going to be filming on my wall, which means I need to put up my pictures better. I'm thinking about actually getting another screen, but I'm going to use it for my workhorse and thinking about getting even another screen for that, because if I get the really good graphics card, I might be able to do 3 screens like it was nothing. Work between that. And I'm going to do it as cheap as possible. These other 2 screens I actually have in front of me, believe it or not, are all giveaways, which I appreciate you guys for everyone who's donated equipment that they didn't need anymore. Even then, I've got enough hard drives right now to shove in the newer computer just for the hell of it. Some of them are older, which I'm hoping with the actual motherboard we'll be able to rig across, and the massive amount of SATA connections. Good Lord. Let's see if we can actually get a picture of that. Yeah, I'm going to have to zoom in. There we go. If you're looking at it, yeah, go ahead and count that. I'm not even going to give it away. But it is a good amount. I mean, potentially this is a board for an actual server instead. You're actually looking at even a large amount of sensors, some really good heat distribution by metal. Matter of fact, they're even giving you an actual heat sensor to set up for fan base. So I will be using that in this. They're even giving you the modular just shove in your bay, because most bays are bigger than the actual sensors facing. and you can actually rig up your fans to run off that, or an extra set of fans to run off that, and use one of the SATA connections to process in between the information. So I'm kind of feeling I'm going to do that. Set a, baseline temperature I definitely want to run on, and then if it maintains it, or if it shuts off the fans and, drops the, sound rating, which really has not been an issue with me, but I could also tell you it will draw less power. Now, for power, I'm really looking at a power supply of either 850 watt, which is an ungodly amount that I'm not sure if I really need, or a 900, another ungodly amount I'm not ensuring I need. My current computer, or the gaming computer, is at a 600 watt computer. Walking it pretty well, but I've considered going up to 750 to guarantee that the other graphics card, if I put it internally, will work without a hitch. 750, a lot of power. So I actually, watch pretty closely. You'll see a lot of my videos don't have the actual light systems on, but it's not important to actually give you a visual of me, but, give you a visual of the gaming, which, means I'm basically trying to save power. I'm also liking the fact of, a small little drive that will give me a faster run start looks pretty freaking awesome. Even the Vengeance's appearance kind of matched the overall aesthetic. Now, I'm not really, not an aesthetics person, but it will definitely fit in. Now, I'm considering some other actual coolers for the chipset so that I can actually get a really good, cool system into my actual computer. Here's even one by reference, the Corsair's Hydro, which actually does list as one that works, or it did. It takes a while to actually find the good darn sites to actually see the reference of, oh, look, it fits this one. Oh, it does not. Yeah. And there was another one actually up at Best Buy in Waco, which I'm a local man. I'm a big thing for local, for actual local stores, at least for, my referencing. But I'm not going to lie, if I can pick it out of a Best Buy, I can get it instantaneously, shove it directly in my computer. Liquid cooling. Closed-based liquid cooling like this, whichever. Closed-based liquid cooling like this doesn't make me uncomfortable. I feel a lot better if I'm doing a closed-based liquid cooling instead of a custom tubing. Why? Because, custom tubing, basically I'd feel a lot better if I could do a tubing that I guarantee is not going to crack, or the liquid base is going to, degrade over a longer period of time because I picked a specific color, but hey, look, there's algae, and now it's going to filter in. These guys, closed coolers, I've got one in my actual system right now, which is from an old Asus model. Couldn't give you the model reference. But it does have 2 fans on push and pull. Now, does that mean it's actually going to help it out? No. Which the other fan box you saw over there is my actual second fan. The first fan came with the, case, which is my lovely Cyber Power Sniper Storm Shield case. It came with its actual 2 side fans, the back fans, and a front-facing fan. The 2, top and side fan actually are the 200 millimeter fans. Yeah, that's right. 200 millimeter fans. Now, the actual fan up in the front, the fan in the back is actually it's actually a 120 millimeter. I want to think it is the 40 one that I was thinking of. Oh, yeah, the 140 is the one at the bottom that is capable. There's an actual slide-in spot that you don't even have to do tooled in to put a bottom fan, sucking the air from the bottom where there's the little leg grommets that actually give it, vent space, as well as the metal lining that actually gives, space for the air to go up in. And, it's perfect. It lets it filter directly up, which means I can force the air directly up to the side and out the top, which is the out, as well as the back is the out. My front actually has 1 fan as an in, and then 1 side fan, and then the bottom, which means all air is forced mostly toward the up, and then, the curve directly out the back through a little bit of the actual, out of my cooler, which, can't be a complete benefit for it. But because I put 2 fans on there, I saw an increase or movement in air on it and an actual drop in temperature from my Reliance. Don't have an actual cell system in there or, temperature gauge in there, but I will eventually will. I want to try this test with the, newer model first, and then I'll move on. The total price, I'm not going to give you on the new computer until I'm definitely done, if I feel comfortable saying it. Yeah, I'm sad. But nonetheless, the case cost me a good amount, but I wanted the case, definitely wanted the case. Know some of the flaws that are in the case now, being the top is a pain in the butt to get off. The side panel pieces, over time are not actually clinched all the way in. But I will put my best to actually, once I've got it together, only piece that will move, the magnetic bottom pieces that will get me to the base, especially the swappables, and then, one side bay. I guess hope to pray, or otherwise duct tape the damn thing together. I know most of you people are like, oh God, no, I hope he doesn't have to do that, or why would you have to do that from case? Well, first of all, if you want a case the size of, a 5-year-old, if anybody has seen my Facebook picture, by the way, Facebook, YouTube, Google, pretty much everything for account-wise is under the same name, guys. You find me on Twitch, you find me on YouTube, you find me on Facebook, you'll find me anywhere with this name set. That's actually my copyright name. I use it often, and I use it to game. I use it to everything. So if you ever see me in the room, give me a shout out. Let's see what else have I been up to. Besides the build, and the money actually came in for the build, so the build's gonna start, and I'm actually gonna do the legitimate videos for that. Let's just switch over. Which tells you that it's finally starting. It's been about, I want to say, 2 months since I did the case review, or when the case arrived and opening and everything like that. But what else have I been up to? I switched over my servers to the Houston servers. My speed increased just enough to be really recognizable. I switched my NAT over, so that happened. No. I switched over. Damn it. It was under Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's actually one of my videos where you see me messing around, or when I'm talking about. I switched over. Oh, the ping rate. I switched the ungodly ping rate to an actual one that is common, which is in the 200s. And I saw some better game grabs. I'm admitting, it looks like a lot of people are mostly in the zombie. And top it off, I'm seeing a lot more clans lately. So the assumption is it's about to be everyone switching over to Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which is up for pre-order. Haven't decided to buy it myself, but I will be continuing to, for right now, play Modern Warfare 3, as well as a few other games, Portal, and I've got Force Unleashed now, so might do some Force Unleashed, have a little bit of fun with that, see how bad I could be a Jedi. Besides the new build, there'll be the desk that will come in. I'm looking at getting an actual good keyboard, well, not a keyboard setup. I'll get a mechanical keyboard for responsing. We'll be getting a new setup because I will probably be dropping my gamepad. What I'm going to do is get the Razer. Let's see if I can't look it up, and that way I can get a better reference. Razer mouse. Mouse right here. There you are. I got to see this thing, and it actually fits my giant hand, reference hand size, my face. So we're gonna probably end up. I'm probably gonna end up getting it just to be able to. Okay, that was weird. Just to be able to, run a little better. I will be using the same mouse because it has a good response team. If you watch a little bit, it's got some, good play. Not much as delay as, would believe. But I'm glad I'm getting something that it definitely looks like I'm going to get a little bit more fun out of this. My palm fits over it perfectly. I'll probably switch this to my actual movement is in the sense of like run forward, run backwards. My look, of course, is still going to be the mouse, and my shot's still going to be the mouse. But these two triggers, I mean, that's some serious potential. A flinch trigger in the inside of the actual, motion will restore me back to being able to do, fight between that. Other than that, I mean, just the glass tables, and I'll probably need a mouse for the other computer because I'm going to get a mechanical keyboard for that one. This one's going to keep up with my Razer over here. And, I've looked at several, kind of giving myself mentality. I don't know if I want to go ahead and get another Razer. I may not at all decide to do that. If you guys want to request in the comments links, if anybody's watching and really is like, hey, give me the link to, check out your, the stuff that you just talked about, let me know. That way I can actually decide to do the links or go through the details and do the links for you guys. But otherwise, that seems to be all that really can come to mind. Once we turn around, we're going to have a lot better appearance of stuff in the room that goes on. Oh God, I don't have to really think about what the art I put up. I have two pictures I definitely want to show people, or three technically. One of them is me meeting, God. No, I don't have the George Takei one. I have George Takei signing. So yeah, I'm a Trekkie. And one of them is me meeting Spock, which is a picture I never got it signed. Unfortunately, now he died this year, and that's my first thing I actually thought besides his, oh God, I hope his family's okay. And then I went, oh God, I'll never get to get him to sign it. And I had the honor of meeting him once for a few minutes. I have a Geordi picture with Geordi. Oh yeah, reading Rainbow. Oh God. And I have a picture with Captain Kirk. That's going to call him Kirk. You know why? Because I'm going to call him Kirk. I called the other one Geordi. Who the hell cares? Now, those are going to be on my wall, but I don't doubt that they will be, kind of shiny. I'm going to also try to get some comic book art, hopefully tomorrow. Trying to get some more that actually consider art and, permanency for hang. I might be moving into an actual better location to do filming and for, setup. So you might even see that change dramatically versus one or the other. Thankfully, since I've got my money in, I can start, working on the projects. We'll still want to do my Linux project. Yeah, still want to do my Linux project. I might still have the two people in it involved, which is great. Might be joining up with somebody on Twitch, which is great as well. And what else is going down? That's pretty hard to figure out on that one. Okay. I've got this one. Okay. What else is going on is, I'll be having a lot more time to do Twitch setups, or just do Twitch playthroughs. I still have the amount of hours, and I'll be getting equipment as I go along. Oh yeah, when I get the complete pieces for the computer, I will be doing a 2-week away from job, time to build the computer. Give myself at least 2 weeks to do the full assembly, and then I'm going to go ahead and play around with it away from. There we go. Let's turn that off. Away from, work. That means that I'm going to have a lot more time to do some Twitch hours. I'm hoping to do, at least 2 videos that are close to about 5 to 8 hours, which is a lot for me, especially for somebody that actually has a job. As you can tell, it took so long to even do the builds. Money. Money is more important than anything else. I'm enjoying doing all this. Linux projects, I know definitely the new computer will have a Linux partition. There we go, right word in it. And that's why you actually see the 4 terabytes, because I'm probably going to split that between two functions and run it across there. That's going to be I'm going to split that between that 512 gig. I'm probably going to go ahead and pull 300 off that and leave the room for game space, pretty damn open. That's one thing. What else? Don't have any model setups that I need to build. Really wish I did, because there's a few of them that are pretty damn good I've seen in the store. Oh, I am restoring a reel-to-reel player. I want to restore that because I actually have a family that served in Vietnam, and, well, he sent a reel back to my grandmother, and the only person that has ever heard this from my lovely uncle who is gone, God rest him, has been my grandmother. Some people have told me it was singing. Some people just told me it was a message. This reel has been sitting out there forever. So I found a reel for real that was $1, old model one, and I think it might just be its power source that's the major issue. I'm going to have a day where I actually sit down or borrow some equipment from my stepdad, and me and him will see if we can't get the power source to work, see if we can't get it to run, and then we can't see if we can't get sound out of it. If we're able to do that, that means it'll be live, and I will play it. Does that mean I'm going to put it on YouTube? No. That's actually more important for the family, but I will do the videos for the actual restore, or I'll show the internal components of a original reel-to-reel, which is pretty damn badass. That's at least one thing. The reel-to-reel is going on. I will be reviewing the build for my new desk, which is an all-glass desk, cheap as hell, but it will be stable. So it's going to be a glass desk, but it's going to have a good appearance. The desktops will not be on it, but I'm thinking at least 4 to 5 actual screens will be on there. The 2 different computers, which the one I'll still be primary gaming on is my lovely Sub-Zero over here, or 0 Point Energy, which is the name for this other computer over here. The other one actually I'm thinking, because the name is actually Obsidian, and it's kind of been a dark hole of money or a little bit of dark hole of time, thinking of Darkfire Stone, which is Obsidian anyway. So yeah, guys, that's a lot of getting caught up. I've just been gaming through. You guys see me do a ton of videos, just pop on and game. But I'm going to definitely do a lot more than just that. I'm going to try to actually expand my repertoire, especially since now I have the builds. I'm also planning to do a video about a remote control that appears like an original Xbox controller remote that's a keyboard. The reason I'm going to do that is actually because it's a challenge, and also if it really does work in speed, I might take that up as a more opportunistic thing to do layouts of writing or whatever. I do believe in being well-rounded in everything that you do in creation. So I'm definitely going to try to do that. With all these projects listed out, I hope to actually even have a Raspberry Pi for a special someone so she can actually play. So she can play, God, what's that minor game? Oh, God, I don't even give a crap about it, but she loves it. And I'm not going to insult her for loving it. She gets to enjoy the shit out of it. Minecraft, yeah, sorry, Minecraft. I had a genius moment there. So she's going to be playing Minecraft on an actual Raspberry Pi on a PC setup that I'm going to build. Hoping to build it, believe it or not, in this box. Not very big, but it's given a lot of space. I even think I can do an actual battery setup pretty well into this box. And the PC will go directly in here. Going to cut a hole out for a fan. Got some ideas for a fan. A little bit of a heat sink idea is to run 2 fans for the side. I have an older fan set right now that I can probably already rig up and run into this lovely little guy here, and run across one in and one out. with both of them having filters, so they're filtered off, and then components will be on the inside. And the VGA ports coming out of the side, and I hope to have the HDMI ports, because I'm actually doing a dual expanse, so it should go up in pieces, and there'll be multiple boards all together for Raspberry Pi boards. What you will see is the Raspberry Pi computer get built into this. Don't know when that project's actually going to get started. I know I'm going to buy a Pi because it's $35 device, and I'm going to buy a Pi 2 and play around with it, see what I can get done with it, and see how hard it is to do setup. I'll probably do a video for that to show you if I start screaming damn it all over again. That's definitely a project going on. The Linux project, the Linux project between two friends, especially since they want to learn. My personal Linux project was going to be my computer build, which will have Windows 7. If I'm lucky, I might be able to do an upgrade on another computer that's in the house for Windows 10 and check out Windows 10, because it is a demo, but I've got an option to do the demo just because I put all through the stuff there. And going to try Windows 10 out. Won't be doing my new computer until I'm guaranteed that definitely this gameplay is free and they won't mess with my Steam and yada yada yada. I won't be playing on somebody else's servers if they're going to make me pay for their servers in PC world after I just escaped console world for the same bullshit. That was blunt, but that's honest. Other than that, I mean, this is the 40 billionth time, by the way, I said other than that. So, don't give up on me, guys. There's no other project I can really think of. I admit I kind of want to do another ISIS puzzle, but ISIS puzzles, by the way, are a legitimate puzzle. It's not a name for the reference for the fucking terrorist group. It's really a puzzle that's, pretty hard to do. It was on Shark Tank, so, look it up. I believe it was British Shark Tank. And there's a version of it that I've been eyeballing. It's a good $99, so I can't really say I would say everybody needs to do it. The one reason I do it is because I want to just prove that I can beat it. That's going on. But that might just not be going on in video. I might just do that on the side. I already have an ISIS puzzle up there in the up there at top. I'm going to move that to my actual desk space so I can take pride that I've defeated one ISIS puzzle at level, let's say level 5, and there's all the way up to level 10. So, I did level 5 right off the bat. Okay, so all that's run through. No new models will be being built. We'll be doing more mess with my Headplay, because I actually see Headplay's company has come back into fruition and done new builds on their Headplay system. Which means it's going to challenge me to actually go into my Headplay, and which Headplay is my goggle system, which I want to rig up and actually do legitimate gaming. If I do the actual crossfire on the gaming system, I may just run that one VGA cable directly in there, set it as my main, and game directly in the goggle set. Hopefully that means that I'll get an awesome image run through, and being able to respond well. If that does mean that, I'll keep the two screen. I'll take one of the screens, put it right over there with the other screen I'm planning to buy, which I have another webcam. So there'll be a whole another webcam to do the video on or do the show on, and we'll run dual webcams. No, I won't run dual webcams. We'll run a webcam facing directly as I actually use the goggle to do gameplay, which is actually pretty cool. I've been doing this for years, trying to get it to work. It's got small failures. The Xbox 360 was a pain in the ass to get the VGA converter for a cross, or go downgraded. There's all kinds of annoying shit. But hopefully, I've nearly got it. Otherwise, I think I finally had actually literally otherwise. There's nothing else I can really think of. See, one person's in the room, and I'm thinking about going and pull it. I'm not going to do any gameplay tonight, because I'm not going to lie, I've been exhausted. Try to do a comic book sale local in Waco. Hastings is going to be tomorrow, not today, so I screwed up on that, for a 99-cent sale. So check that out. That's actually pretty fucking awesome. I know it's not a big local store, and I know we just had free comic book day, so go Bankston. But yeah, that's it. All right, guys, you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping in. I'm definitely going to upload this directly into YouTube. That's actually why I'm running Leaving Live on Twitch, is so I can easily upload it directly to YouTube and, give me a chance to do the run through for that. And, that's about all I really have to say. I'm going to be doing a major set of builds for myself to get my computer running. But I am proud to say, I feel very confident. I also am proud to say one other thing. If I go under Video Manager right now, you're going to love this. 42 videos. I made a promise that I would get up from 26, which was, I've been on here, see how old this video is. Let's go next. I want to say even older than that. There we go. So 2010 is at least the active videos and actually putting these on. The channel I want to believe is, well, I want to believe it's been around since 2008. I want to believe. No. Joined in 2006. So holy shit. 2006. I only started uploading in 2010. Was originally just a person watching along and everything like that. So it takes pride. I take pride in the fact that I finally reached 42 videos. So I started with 26 for a year's release. I mean, that's a lot. I actually planned to get 30 more. So 26. Wow. It's just mind-numbing. Awesome that happened. So 26, yeah, it's getting close. So it'd be 50. Yeah, 56. I have to get up to 56. I think I can do it, guys. It might be a lot of smaller videos, not as smaller videos as in like, it's like 2 minutes. Like this even video right now is 43. It's kind of a run-on. But we're definitely going to try to do videos at minimum 30 minutes max. And then after that, all my other videos, you should start seeing like hours of like 2 hours, 4 hours, and 5 hours. I definitely have to redo Vanishing of Ethan Carter. We had a issue with the sound going out. We've had that a lot. Yeah. Wow. 42 videos. 42 people. What is the answer to the life, everything, and the universe? 42. And I've reached it. So, 42. I'm not 42. I'm actually 28. So guys, don't be harsh. I'm a 28-year-old guy who's doing this because it's free to do and randomly building a computer for the fun of it. He really feels confident he can do this shit. So yeah. There's nothing else to report other than, hey, thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to keep producing just because I enjoy producing stuff, and people come in and watch it if they want. It's free. I'm going to try to do as much as I can do for the build video. I'm going to do show when the boxes show up for everything for the Amazon delivery, or no, not Amazon delivery, Newegg delivery. Use Amazon because you got better pictures, better reference stuff. Not better reference stuff. It's got better pictures for appearance. So I have to make sure I link Amazon to this. And that's it. You guys have a wonderful evening. This is lordvolkhark here. You're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, God knows what else I've forgotten, but I have, all kinds of personal stuff that I have done since I was a kid. Starting from 2006 all the way, actually putting videos in 2010 to all the way to 2015. I'm at 42 videos. That may not be 300, but I mean, god damn, I've had. Oh god, I didn't want to switch over. We have a system failure. Okay, you guys. Oh, there it goes. I was in the wrong screen. Wrong screen. Let's see if I go under. How many views have I had? 1,827. Hey man, if I've had since 2006 and that shit, I feel pretty good for somebody that just barely really started putting some heavy videos out there. Alright, you guys are wonderful, and may existence keep you, and live long and prosper. That's right. May force be with you's done, because live long and prosper lived. Woo! Alright, we're going to stop the stream now.